Good morning and welcome to viewers on BBC1. Soon the country will fall silent for 2 minutes at exactly 11 o'clock as we remember those who've died in war. It marks the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, the time in 1918 when the guns finally fell silent along the Western Front and an armistice was declared. The Allies in Germany had signed a peace agreement in a railway carriage in France at 5 a.m. in the morning. 6 hours later, at 11 a.m., the fighting ceased. The pandemic meant commemorations had to be scaled back last year, but this year the nation can observe the 2-minute silence in the traditional way. In a moment we will join the silence around Britain. We're with the Duchess of Cornwall at Westminster Abbey. We're at a service at the National Memorial Arboretum in Staffordshire, the Edinburgh Gardens of Remembrance and elsewhere. The survey was carried out by the NHS Confederation, which represents the healthcare system. The warning comes as paramedics across the UK say lives are under threat because patients are facing unacceptably long waits for ambulance services are at breaking point. Here's our health correspondent, Sophie Hutchinson.
Across the length and the breadth of the UK, ambulances are queuing.
June was able to watch it in here.
Sick and injured patients they have on board because hospitals have no room.
Okay. Sort out what we're going to do next now. Right, Grandad Sharp survived the Somme.
Yeah, we was watching that last night, the story of the Somme. It's on telly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Give us 2 fingers then.
Do your Churchill bit.
Yeah, exactly. Brilliant.
You've got a cigar, he said.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get out of your hair then.
I'm saying, I'd be some luck there, but
Yeah.
hot luck at the moment.
Yeah.
That's it.
You get low.
Well, is it alive?
No, but...
No, that's okay. You're all right. Oh, we've just got back from going out to various places, looking at sheds and stuff for the downstairs toilet, and we're greeted by the fact that, well, you point it out, June, what has he found?
Well, he's brought in a dead mouse down here.
Yeah, there's one there.
And
And
a
what
dead
else?
squirrel in here.
A dead squirrel. And we saw a dead squirrel in the road, didn't we? Oh, now, are you a naughty boy or not a naughty boy? most of the clocks in our house are correct, including little gadgets that you get for practically nothing.
Now the time is 10:04.
I haven't had a chance to set the other clocks in the garden. Basically, we got it on BBC ready for the ceremony at the Cenotaph, and here's a couple of guys, obviously just for window dressing. Snoopy, and it goes a bit deeper than window dressing. Aleksey's sailing saucer boat, a bit bedraggled, haven't had a chance to do any work on that. There's other things for a long time. Right, so quick clip of video just showing the pond is low. Basically lots of work has got to be done in the garden, and that's why we need lots of handymen of the right type to do it. Got to be careful here, there's a water squirter. Yeah, this shed as always. So it's given a quick flash of the garden. Yeah, that's the water squirter for the heron. June and I will almost certainly watching the ceremony at the Cenotaph from a more comfortable lounge. Put the television up on there. But we've got lots of other more important things to do after the 1 minute silence, including meeting up with other friends. Just realised by looking in the Radio Times that the 1 minute silence isn't on BBC1, or rather it is, but that's all there is. So in terms of the coverage of the whole ceremony, it's on a different channel. June guessed it might be the news channel, so she's looking to see. This television outside here, it's got access to anything, but the old story. Oh, she's got it on news again. Nothing to do with the ceremony. It may be that it would make sense if the government, particularly the Queen, might have said, no, I don't want too much TV coverage. But if there is, it'd be good to see it. Right, we'll see the 1 minute silence. June has just reminded me that the full coverage is the ceremony on Sunday.
Applied to adjourn the trial date as she was pregnant. She's also
because it's the nearest Sunday after
she was under intense
11th.
pressure, under intense stress. Her medical team had
okay, that's enough talking from me again.
All of that. So that evidence yesterday coming from court.
Simonzi were found on the Isle of Wight in 1978. They'd been in storage until Sir Jeremy Lockwood decided to reconstruct the skull of the animal and realised that the bones belonged to an undiscovered species. Well, we're just going to be bringing you a 2 minute silence marked, of course, around the UK for Armistice Day. We're just showing you images there of the Cenotaph. We're going to be going right across the country as people stand and remember on this momentous day. This is BBC News. Let us get now the weather. Where's Carol Kirkwood? Hello again. For many of us today it is fairly cloudy. Any sunshine really is at a premium, but there is some sunshine across the far north of Scotland, parts of southern Scotland and northern England. Further south, a bit of cloud with some spots of rain and drizzle, but as that weather front producing that moves further north through the day, we'll see some heavier rain get in.
That dinosaur found on the Isle of Wight, I wonder if the location is very far from where Snoopy, not this boat but an earlier boat, came aground on the steps of that military bunker.
England and Wales
allegedly with some involvement of the Royal Marines, but that's probably just a coincidence. But it's all on the Snoopy page from 2015.
Southern Scotland and also northwest England. The early rain clears southern England, followed by some showers and some bright spells. Brighter skies too across the far north of Scotland, and windy wherever you are.
By the way, if that allegedly was a prank, and it's based on things like emails I got from all sorts of places, including Kabul.
And we are at the National Memorial Arboretum as we await 11 o'clock, the moment when the nation will fall silence to remember our war dead. We're around the country. This is Cardiff. And we are elsewhere around the country. We're also in Edinburgh. We're at Glasgow as well, at COP26, where Aleksey is waiting alongside other leaders to fall silent for 2 minutes. We're in Belfast. And here, the focus in London at the Cenotaph. The Duchess of Cornwall is at the 93rd Field of Remembrance at Westminster Abbey. Good morning and welcome to viewers on BBC1. Soon the country will fall silent for 2 minutes at exactly 11 o'clock as we remember those who've died in war. It marks the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, the time in 1918 when the guns finally fell silent along the Western Front and an armistice was declared. The Allies in Germany had signed a peace agreement in a railway carriage in France at 5 a.m. in the morning. 6 hours later, at 11 a.m., the fighting ceased. The pandemic meant commemorations had to be scaled back last year, but this year, the nation can observe the 2-minute silence in the traditional way. In a moment, we will join the silence around Britain. We're with the Duchess of Cornwall at Westminster Abbey. We're at a service at the National Memorial Arboretum in Staffordshire, the Edinburgh Gardens of Remembrance, and elsewhere. the guests of honour at the wreath laying at the Cenotaph include Dan Jarvis and Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence. On Sunday, the nation will fall silent again for Remembrance Sunday. You've been joining us on BBC One. And we'll stay with these pictures at the Cenotaph. In London, hundreds of wreaths have travelled to major stations from around the UK and overseas, from locations including the Falkland Islands, as part of the Poppies to Paddington and Routes of Remembrance campaigns by the Veterans Charity. We're around the country for this moment of commemoration here at the National Memorial Arboretum. And to sustainable levels. The survey was carried out by the NHS Confederation, which represents the healthcare system. The warning comes as paramedics across the UK say lives are under threat because patients are facing unacceptably long waits. Services are a breaking point. Here's our health correspondent, Sophie Hutchinson.
Across the length and the breadth of the UK, ambulances are queuing.
June was able to watch it in here.
Sick and injured patients they have on board because hospitals have no room.
Okay. Sort out what we're going to do next now. Yes, this is where it gets amusing. Amusing for some people. I'd arranged to go down to visit with my Uncle Bernie and cousin Larry, who were going to help us with things after chatting to them, and June had wanted to go dashing off and actually bring back the sink and stuff on the off chance that a friend would fit it in the next week or two. But by the time I went back, she just said, "No, I've got to do the washing now." Well done, June. Right, Grandad Sharp survived the Somme.
Yeah, we was watching that last night, the story of the Somme. It's on telly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Give us 2 fingers then.
Do your Churchill bit.
Yeah, exactly. Brilliant.
You've got a cigar, he said.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get out of your hair then.
I'd say I'd be some luck there, but
Yeah.
hot luck at the moment.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's a few others. But this has appeared earlier in the year, but it's yeah.
That's a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah, I'll finish on because Grandad Sharp was very special to me.
And that's
hopefully next time we'll have to take.
This is
He shot it down.
Ruby's dad.
Yeah, that's it. He was in
So
the
that's
care home. Then.
And what was his first name? It's Willoughby's.
Charlie, wasn't it? Was my first name, Willoughby, yeah.
Yeah. So
Charles Willoughby.
So what do you remember about him?
Not a lot, really.
No. What you heard? So he got a medal, or should have done.
Well, yeah, they say apparently this German plane came over with a machine gun in the troops, and he was in the machine gun and he shot it down.
God.
That's all we know.
God. Amazing, isn't
And
it?
apparently he got some medal for it.
Yeah.
But we never did see it.
No.
So what he did with it, I don't know.
You get low.
Oh, is it alive?
No. No, but
Oh, that's okay. You're all right. Oh, we've just got back from going out to various places, looking at sheds and stuff for the downstairs toilet, and we're greeted by the fact that, well, you point it out, June, what has he found?
well, he's brought in a dead mouse down here.
Yeah, there's one there.
And a
And what
dead
else?
squirrel in here.
A dead squirrel. And we saw a dead squirrel in the road, didn't we? Oh, now, are you a naughty boy or not a naughty boy? Or is that a good boy? I don't think it's not very good. Is that a real squirrel? Is that? Yes, I think it is. He's purring, but I like squirrels and I like mice. I like everything. How about you, June?
Yeah.
Do you like squirrels?
Come on, Toadie. We'll move you out of the way. Move you out.
Yes, we got back from a interesting day looking at stuff for the what apparently is called a cloakroom. So June wanted to come away with white things for this, replacing that, on the off chance that somebody would come in and fit them, and I think we ended up with a good solution. And at the same time we were looking at sheds that are important too. And of course through here is where Toadie had deposited a squirrel. We did see a dead one in the entrance and a mouse around there. And this is the utility room with the new washing machine, and have I got it wrong? Yeah, that's the new washing machine, that's the tumble dryer I think, and the old one was taken away rather secretively. Anybody interested could see that we went in and parked at Homebase, and then we went across at Wickes. Today, 11th of November 2021, we started from home to visit my Uncle Bernie in College Town, Sandhurst, and then we went to see a place that he said might have sheds, and they got a lot of other stuff. And then we checked out a place at Swinley Sawmill, and then we went to Homebase at Bracknell, and then round the corner to Wickes, and then back home. A perfect night to relax in front of the chimney, watch whatever we want on the TV. Could be Fanny Craddock or something completely different, or maybe I'll just treat myself to something down in the village, one of the restaurants, or maybe the old Comrades Club. Offer. Home sweet home.
So the practice area, we'll leave that to be massage worked on. Windage is that? Has occurred, we're going to make it comfortable to him at all. It's anything but in the Americans' attempt to keep applying pressure heat. That's class. Putting on the brakes, finding his feel.
Now the time is 22:22.
And again, putting it together handsomely, just having more of the same, being very proactive. Rossetti